Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Canes about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Makes the grab on the left. Across the 35. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Makes the grab. It's Selvia. It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Inside the touchdown, Hurricane. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Swings it out to the flat. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in with easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Send the tight end in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. The short hands, it's Traore. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Gators have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Selvia. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Lewis. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds Holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Miami. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the boys of Old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The hand to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting over his block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Traore. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Breaks off the defender. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Canes come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30, he's got away. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Gators line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback moving. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Caves. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback empties his backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Duggan. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. That's caught. It's Selvia. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Duggan. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Landry. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Gator fans love to see their teams line up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And the Canes decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Gator. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick spin on the line. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They kick it away on fourth down. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They go to the ground. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they'll pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And wings it incomplete.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, give on the inside. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. give to the running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Steps away to find some room. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's caught downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They're giving up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. Catch in the middle. It's Selvia. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Traore. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on 4th, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop, regain the momentum, give it back to your offense, and they could not come up with the play.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Hand off from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Did a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense...
He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Hurricanes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He wants to throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the Morbid trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Got a man. It's Duggan.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And now on second down for this offense. Here's the handoff. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Duggan. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season, winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmaker.
Breaks into the open.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. It doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. The Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Working on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with turning it on. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it. Trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Gator. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, but they made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.